It was about when during the Holy Mass, Father John said the word on the night he was betrayed. I started thinking, every Holy Mass, the priest says these words.
Pure indeed, holy, O Lord, the fount of all holiness. Make holy, therefore, his gifts, we pray, by sending down your Spirit upon them like the dewfall, so that they may become for us the body and blood of your Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
So, I'm going to know about the word. What was the betrayal night? What exactly happened? Who betrayed who? I went down to Father John and asked him about that betrayal night. The very first answer he gave was that was the Holy Thursday night, which we are going to celebrate in this Holy Week. And he went on and explained me well. Hello friends, I'm the little lamp of Jesus. And here are 10 important things about the Holy Thursday. Number 1. What happened on the original Holy Thursday? Firstly, this whole day is about Jesus. Jesus sent Peter and John to arrange the meal for them, all known as Passover meal. Jesus washed the apostles' feet. Jesus held the first Mass. Jesus instituted the priesthood. Jesus announced that Judas would betray him. Jesus gave the new commandments to love one another. Jesus indicated and Peter had a special pastoral role among the apostles. Jesus announced that Peter would deny him. Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus healed the ears of Malchus, the high priest's servant, after Peter cut it off with a sword. Jesus was taken before the high priest. Jesus was denied by Peter. Jesus was taken to Pilate. It was a momentous day. Number 2. Why is Holy Thursday sometimes called Maundy Thursday? The word Maundy is derived from the Latin word mandatum or mandate. This word is used in the Latin text for John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Number 3. At present, what happens on this day liturgically? Several things happens. The bishop celebrates a Christmas with his priest. The Mass of the Lord's Supper is held in the evening. At the Mass of the Lord's Supper, the priest often performs the washing of feet. The tabernacle is empty, and the Eucharist is put in a place of repose. The altar is stripped. The faithful are invited to spend time in the Eucharist adoration. Number 4. What is the Chrism Mass? The Chrism Mass celebrated by the bishop with his presbyterium and at which the Holy Chrism is consecrated and the oils are blessed. Oil of catechumens, oil of chrism, and the oil of the sick. This manifests the communion of the priest with their bishop in the same priesthood and ministry of Christ. Number 5. Why is the Mass of the Lord's Supper significant? Careful attention should be given to the mysteries which are commemorated in this Mass. The institution of the Eucharist, the institution of the priesthoods, and Christ's command of brotherly love. Number 6. Is the Eucharist in the tabernacle during this Mass? The tabernacle is completely being empty before the celebration. A sufficient amount of bread should be consecrated to provide also for communion on the following day. Number 7. What does the rite of foot washing signify? The washing of feet, according to tradition, is performed on this day, represents the service and charity of Christ, who came not to be served, but to serve. What happens at the end of the Mass of the Lord's Supper? After the Mass of the Lord's Supper, the priest transfers the Eucharist in the procession, accompanied by lighted candles and incense, is carried through the church to the place of resurrection for spending time with Jesus in Eucharist adoration. Number 9. Is there to be Eucharist adoration at this time? After the Mass of the Lord's Supper, we spend a suitable period of time during the night in the church in adoration before the Blessed Sacrament, which has been solemnly reserved. Number 10. What happens to the outer clothes of the church at this time? After Mass, the altar should be striped. It is fitting that any crosses in the church be covered with a red or purple veil. These are some important things about Holy Thursday. I hope you learned something new by this, or at least to welcome Jesus into our hearts. See you next time. Stay blessed.